Was that all true, Katie?
What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to What's in the Box, the self-isolation/quarantine game show that you are all now government sanctioned to watch. We're entering week 4 now of this lockdown. I hope you're still staying safe and washing your hands and not killing anybody. That's what the government says. Wash your hands, don't touch your face, don't murder anyone in your household. Our first guest today, he is an actor. He is my old university chum. He is Riley Jones. Hello, Riley.
Hello, Friz. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. No one ever asks me how I am.
Oh.
I see you've shaved your head. Was that pre-lockdown or?
That was pre-lockdown. But it's actually worked out perfectly, well timed, because it now means I don't have to leave to go and get my haircut, which is good. To stay in the house.
Lovely. The beard could do with a trim. Have you tried doing it yourself yet?
I have, yeah. I'm actually going to let this grow out for as long as possible. It's my quarantine beard, so I'm going to...
I can't grow facial hair. When I do, it basically grows just here and just here. So I look like a French Abraham Lincoln or a reverse Hitler. Talking of reverse Hitlers, here is someone very, very nice. She is the winner of the We Got Tickets Musical Comedy Awards 2019. And what do we say here at What's in the Box? Now that all comedy is cancelled, she still is the winner. It is my friend Katie Pritchard.
Hey!
Hello, Katie. How are you doing today?
I'm good. I did a quarantine shave of my undercut using my bikini line trimmer.
Dare I ask what an undercut is?
It's here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Just your neck. Just say
Just my neck.
Katie.
Keeping it cool. It sounds cooler, doesn't it?
I skipped school the day that they were teaching various haircut methods, so that's not the knowledge. Although, when we do the haircut round later, you are a shoo-in.
Oh,
That's right. We are going to start the game. Round 1 is called What's in the Box?
What's in the box? What's in the box?
What's in the Box is always the first game. Today's box is my toffee crisp Easter egg that I ate yesterday. It melted slightly, kept it under the bed near the radiator. Turns out not a good place to put chocolate. I'm going to ask you, what do you think is in the box? You most likely both will be wrong, but it's then up to you to convince me why your guess is the closest. So we will start with Riley here. Riley, what do you think I'm going to pull out of the box?
I think you're going to pull out one of those oversized novelty pencils with Benidorm written on.
Ah, very specific. I like that. For a second, I thought you were going to say oversized novelty egg. We need some whimsy in here today. Katie, what do you think I'm going to pull out of my Easter egg box?
I think you're going to pull out of the box some socks that are Christmas themed.
Christmas themed socks. So, completely different holiday out of a completely different holiday related box. The answer is a custard cream.
Oh,
Lovely. Don't know how long that's been in there for, but now it's time for part 2 of round 1. Please explain, Riley, why your guess of a novelty massive pencil with the word Benidorm written on it is akin to a custard cream.
So an oversized novelty pencil with the word Benidorm written on is made up of numerous parts. The main part is, of course, the wooden structure of the pencil. And then on the interior of that, you've got the pencil lead. And the word lead could also be pronounced lead. And if you were to run a competition of the best biscuits, then of course custard cream is number 1 and would always come out in the lead. Right. So that's why the two are the closest.
I'm going to write that down. I like your lead explanation. Just the fact that it's made from parts doesn't fly with me. Because just saying that everything is made of atoms doesn't make you necessarily win. Katie, your guess of Christmas-themed socks. Why is that closest to a custard cream than a Benidorm pencil? And you have until I finish the biscuit for your reply.
Oh my gosh. So the Christmas themed socks bring you comfort and joy at a festive time. Now it's Easter. Your biscuit there is bringing you comfort and joy as you eat it at another festive time. So arguably they're very, very similar in what you're gaining from either of those things, which basically means a custard cream is the same as a Christmas sock.
Okay. I like your repetition of comfort and joy. I don't think custard cream is a holiday-themed biscuit, though. We have comments, as we always do. We've got, don't trust atoms, Friz. They make up everything. That's why. I know at the moment the points are going to Katie here. Oh, and we also have a comment. Are there socks in the box? And that was before Katie even stated her. I think the points... the points are going to Katie there. So that is 3 points for Katie. And I just spat out a big lump of custard cream, which is currently on my telly. It's time for round 2.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Round 2 is called Sentimental Value. For this round, Riley will be producing an item out of his box for Katie to use. Katie, you'll be producing an item out of your box for Riley to use. The items that you're assigned, you will then have to act. It's an acting game. You'll have to act like these items are a long-lost, cherished memory from your childhood. And you have to convince me why your item means so much to you. So we'll start with Riley for this round, which means, Katie, what is the item out of your box that you are going to reunite Riley with?
Well, today, Riley, this is my box. I'd like to reunite you with this wooden spoon.
Okay.
Right. Riley, you've been reunited with a wooden spoon. Please tell us why it means so much to you.
I can't believe that you found that wooden spoon, Katie. Now, lots of people are born with a silver spoon in their mouth. I was actually born with a wooden spoon in my mouth. It was quite difficult childbirth, actually. And it was quite painful and stressful for my mum. So when I did come out with that wooden spoon in my mouth, my mum actually threw it straight out. And I've never seen it since. But I've heard stories, and I've often looked for that wooden spoon in particular. Never quite found the one. Don't ask me how I know, just as soon as I see it, I can tell. So I do have a huge collection of wooden spoons, but none of them are the actual one that I was born with in my mouth. So yeah, thank you for that. I wouldn't mind you posting that if you can nip out of the post office at any point. That's safe to do so. I would love to get that back. That's great.
You mentioned that you currently have a collection of wooden spoons.
Oh yeah.
What is the best wooden spoon you have at the moment? You can describe it to us.
Oh, they're all the same. They're all exactly the same. They all look exactly the same. I've got 127. I've got 127. Well, 128 now, Katie, if you don't mind sending that. They all look exactly the same, but it's more about the feel. That's what I'm going for. And it's just to get that same feel that I had just in my mouth when I was born. I'll never forget that.
Very emotional.
I can't wait to feel that again.
Very, very emotional. I do love the phrase born with a wooden spoon in my mouth. That is fantastic. But we have to hear from Katie as well. And Riley, you've got the item that you're reuniting with Katie right now. Can you please show us what that is?
It is
wow.
Marshmallow Man from Ghostbusters.
Katie, please explain why the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man from Ghostbusters meant so much to you as a child.
Well, first of all, it was my favourite character in anything to do with Ghostbusters. And that was actually my favourite ever toy. And I was so obsessed with it until it got lost one day. And I just cried and cried for ages. And then my nan she knitted me a jumper, which had... which he was on, and it wasn't quite the same, but it was really nice to wear him. It, like he was hugging me, but it's just not the same thing as having him in real life. And being able to hug him close to me whenever I wanted. But literally obsessed with him. I had glow in the darks on the ceiling so that when I went to sleep, I could look at him. It literally my favourite thing about the Ghostbusters. And I can't believe that we're going to be reunited soon.
And of course you will be, because
He just
both
wants a
of those. He just wants a hug. Oh no, you're making her point more emotional.
It was very emotional. Was that all true, Katie?
That
And
is
the
true.
sentiment.
I wish I had a photo of me in that jumper to hand. But genuinely, my nan did make me that jumper,
Right.
and I used to wear it all the time.
Because both those stories were equally as emotional, Riley, I'm giving you 3. Katie, I'm giving you 3. But Katie, I'm giving you a bonus point because it was true.
Yeah,
And
It wasn't really improv.
yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, good point. It was easier for
Oh,
you.
no.
Riley, you also get an extra point. So that's 4 apiece. Katie, you talked yourself out of that.
Oh,
It is time for round 3.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
It's time for round 3. And round 3 is always the music round. Regular viewers to What's in the Box know that I like to collect a number of compilation albums. And compilation albums have music, and they're also round. Today's compilation album that I'm going to be making a game up with is, and it's an album most of us will have, it's the greatest hits of Queen 1, 2, and 3.
Ooh.
Now then, the game that we are going to be playing with this. There are 3 CDs in the Queen's Greatest Hits, volumes 1, 2, and 3. I would like you, and you'll have 3 goes apiece. I would like you to name me a song that is on disc 2. That means it can't be one of the popular ones that was on disc 1, and it can't be one of the obscure ones that were on disc 3. You have to go with a guess somewhere in the middle. At the moment, Katie is in the lead with 6, so she is going to go first. So, Katie, what is your first guess on what is on disc 2 of the Queen's Greatest Hits?
I Want to Ride My Bicycle.
That was on disc 1, I'm afraid.
Okay.
So sorry. We need to be, ironically, middle of the road, which you would be on a bicycle race. Riley Jones, can I have a guess from you, please?
I'm going to say Fat Bottom Girl.
Fat Bottom Girls was the double A side to Bicycle Race, and it's also on disc 1.
Oh,
No one's getting points here. Katie Pritchard, a song, please.
Oh no, because I was going to do Fat Bottom Girls as my next one. Radio Gaga. It's definitely our number 1.
Radio Gaga is on disc 2.
oh wow.
Well done. That is a point. Finally in this round. Riley, can I have your next guess, please?
I don't know any of their middle of the road semi-obscure ones. Magic? It's a kind of magic.
It's a Kind of Magic is track 1 on disc 2.
Oh.
Well done, Riley. We've got one more go over at this. Katie, a song that is on disc 2 of Queen's Greatest Hits.
What about Only the Good Die Young? Is that his full title?
Only the Good Die Young. Was that not Billy Joel? That was Billy Joel, wasn't it?
They're only flying too close to the sun.
Feel free to question in the
Can't
comments. There's only the good die young. That was Billy Joel.
Yeah.
So
What?
sadly, it's
Okay.
not on disc 2 of Queen's Greatest Hits, nor is it on disc 1 or disc 3. Riley,
No one but you. No one but you. Only the Good Die Young. No one but you.
No One But You is disc 3. Oh.
Oh,
Oh, so even
so not very good.
Riley, a song that's on disc 2 of Queen's greatest hits.
Can I ask how many songs are on disc one?
7. Oh, on disc 1 there are 17. On disc
Wow.
2 there are 17, and on disc 3 there are 17.
Oh wow, very evenly distributed. I'm going to say I Want to Break Free. I don't think that's.
I Want to Break Free is track number 5 of disc 2. Riley,
Oh!
you win that round. It is time for round 4.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Round 4 is called acronym rods, and you will find out why in a moment. Riley and Katie, can you please choose an item out of your box that has the shortest letters to describe? So if you can describe it with a 3-letter or 4-letter word, that would be fantastic. Riley, what is your short word description object from your box?
It's a yo-yo,
Yo-yo. Okay.
and the descriptive word is toy, I guess.
Oh, toy. Okay, that's a shorter word than yo-yo.
It
With
is, that's why I went with it.
some of the same letters. That's just a fact, not a joke. Katie, what is the object from your box that you are choosing?
Okay, I might got confused here. I'm choosing a crab.
Crab. Very good. Katie, with your object, crab, consisting of the letters C, R, A, and B, I would now like you to go around your house and find 4 items. One beginning with C, one beginning with R, one beginning with A, and one beginning with B. There is no time limit. Just take your headphones off, go around the house. We will speak to you when you come back. That's Katie Pritchard, everyone. Right then, Riley, whilst she's gone, it's now time for you to possibly steal her points.
Oh.
Katie is currently collecting 4 items, one beginning with C, R, A, and B. If you can name any object that she comes back with, you will get all of her points.
Wow, just one.
So, just one, but you get 4 guesses, 1 of each letter.
Okay.
So, with C, what object do you think she will come back with?
C, I think a cap.
Cap. Okay. With R, what is your guess?
Rolling pin.
Okay. With A, what's your guess?
Album.
Okay. And B.
Bath towel.
Oh, okay.
Is
Okay.
that 2 letters?
No, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Right. We will now wait for Katie to come back. We do have some audience guesses. We have got David Seddon guessing cup. So we'll put that in the audience guesses. We have got rubber, also by David. You've got quite a lot of guesses going on. My mum, who guesses comb.
Good guess.
That's pretty good. And it's basically David Seddon and my mum who keeps. And my mum, for some reason, guessing rat. So we have Wendy Paver guessing bra. So those are the audience guesses. Katie, you are back.
I'm
You
back.
are back. Right. Whilst you've been gone collecting your items, I have been asking the audience and Riley for their guesses of what items that you will come back with. If they match their guesses, they will be getting the points and not you.
Right.
So hopefully you've gone quite obscure. You've gone quite CD3 of Queen's greatest hits for these objects. So object number 1, beginning with C, what did you get?
I got a coat.
Oh,
A coat. You didn't get a cap or a cup, which was our guesses. So, Katie, you get the point for that one. What did you get for R?
I got a rabbit.
Oh, a rabbit. Very Easter themed. I like this. Not a rolling pin or a rubber, which is what my cousin guessed. I don't know if he was expecting you to come up with a condom or a rubber band. I'm not entirely sure. For A, what did you come up with?
Alcohol.
Oh, that's another point for you. Not an album, which Riley thought. And finally,
Sorry,
B.
Riley. Okay. A beanbag.
Oh, man.
Katie gets all the points there. The possible options were bath towel, and my mum thought bra. She thought you were just going to full on strip for this silly little internet show. That is the end of Acronym Rod, which is a fantastic title for a round. And it's time for round 5.
Hey.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Round 5 is called the Quick Fire Round. In the 1980s, Billy Joel released a song called We Didn't Start the Fire, which is him listing a bunch of history items and objects very, very quickly. So to the tune of We Didn't Start the Fire, I'm going to ask our guests today to list a bunch of their specialist subject objects to the tune of We Didn't Start the Fire. If they laugh or pause at any point, then their go will be finished. In the lead at the moment is Katie Pritchard, which means she goes first. Katie, can you please tell us your specialist subject?
Yes, I wanted to do orchestral instruments, please.
Orchestral instruments. So, to the tune of We Didn't Start the Fire, without pausing or laughing, here is Katie Pritchard listing as many orchestral instruments as she can. I will count you in. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Clarinet, flute, saxophone, trombone, trumpet, xylophone, timpani, cymbals, piano, mallets, clarinet, flute.
Oh, clarinet said twice. I think clarinet was said twice.
Oh, I love clarinets.
Oh, if you said it was another clarinet, then I would have given you it. But sadly, you just said clarinet. Okay, we've rounded up your score. So it is time for Riley. Riley, what are you listed? What is your specialist subject?
Sorry, can I just need to quickly plug in my laptop charger. Just 2 seconds. Sorry, 2 seconds.
Everything else is in boxes, but these
I have-
pens.
What the hell is that from?
Sorry, right. Yeah, I'm plugged in. Sorry about that. I'm ready.
Oh my good God. That is amazing. That is amazing. Lee, I am shook. I think it's great. But we must resume. Lee, what is your actually, to be fair, hang on. In the audience comments, we have bonus point, which Riley, you are getting a bonus point.
Thank you. 25 quid the cost. Every
Wow.
penny.
That is 25 times the budget of this show. My mum asks, oh my God, Riley, where the hell did you get them in this lockdown? I think she's wanting a pair, which is creepy or endearing. Oh my good Lord. Oh my good Lord. Right. Riley.
Yeah. What are we doing again?
I don't know. Life doesn't matter anymore, I don't think. What is your specialist subject for this round?
Pokemon.
Pokemon. So here is Riley Jones listing as many Pokemon as he can to the tune of We Didn't Start the Fire.
Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur, Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard, Squirtle, Wartortle, Blastoise, Caterpie, Butterfree, Weedle, Metapod, Kakuna, Pidgeot, Pidgeotto, Pidgeot, Nidoran, Nidoqueen, Nidoking, Rattata, Rattata.
That was a laugh. That was a laugh. The rules are if you laugh, that is the end. Also, that was amazing. Plus, I don't know any Pokemon. So you could have been making all of that up. But we have some scores to announce. In second place with 23 points, which is only 2 points away from the win. It is Katie Pritchard. I'm sorry, there were much more Pokemon than there are musical instruments. Katie, whilst we have you on, you should have. Katie, whilst we have you on screen, is there anything you would like to plug? Any content you're making during the lockdown?
If you want some really unrehearsed comedy fun, I got a live stream on Tuesday nights at 7:30 on my Facebook Live. It's called Get Pritchard or Die Trying, and I don't really know how to use this technology like Friz does, so it's an absolute shambles. So if you want to join me.
Absolute Shambles was the original title of this show, anyway. And our winner with 25 points. It is Riley Jones.
Thank you. Thank you.
Done.
Riley, I was being very optimistic. I thought I might win, but I pass this on to you.
Thanks.
Fair, you are being reunited with your Stay Puft Marshmallow Man after the show.
True.
So
that is very true.
I think we've all won. Riley, have you got anything that you would like to plug?
No.
Thank you.
No, I'm not making anything. I'm just sat at home doing nothing. But I would take this time just to say thank you to everyone that is still going to work in whatever capacity, keeping the country running. We all really appreciate it. Obviously, we've got jobs that we can kind of do from home in this fun capacity, but we really appreciate everyone going to work and putting themselves at risk, really. So thank you for that. We all appreciate it.
Excellent. That's Riley Jones and Katie Pritchard, everyone. If you would like to support this show, you can do by going us on Twitter at What's in the Books. That's What's in the Box with no vowels. Or if you'd like to send a donation, paypal.me/FrizzFrizzle. We're also on Ko-fi. If you want to buy us a coffee, that's ko-fi.com/FrizzFrizzle, where you get exclusive content and stuff like that for supporting the show. But one more time, we had Riley Jones, we had Katie Pritchard. Now, can everyone please wave at the camera for 23 seconds as the end credits play?
What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the